Hi, my name is Saba and welcome back to my beauty and lifestyle channel. Today I am going to be doing an annual haul, which I'm really excited about and I've been wanting to do for a while. For those of you who don't know, a haul is where you talk about and show your purchases that you recently made. It has been pretty popular in the past amongst creators on YouTube to create haul videos. Genres vary. It has in the past been very popular amongst the beauty community, fashion community, but is seen in all genres from food, toys, electronics, coupled with a lot of the different product videos that are seen throughout all of social media, from product reviews, product placements, ads, sponsorships. I feel like that all promotes consumerism, and that has influenced people and their purchase decisions and has caused some people to put value in things and purchase items that represent a certain financial status, and has caused some people to even spend outside of their means, which is something that I disagree with and personally is not for me. Just so you know, this video is not intended to shame or talk down upon people who choose to spend their money luxuriously, because honestly, you should be spending your money in a way that makes you happy. As long as you're spending within your means, I don't see anything wrong with it. But I feel there is representation out there, particularly in social media and amongst influencers that I follow or used to follow, that promote excessive consumerism. While I too like luxury and nice things, I consider myself a minimalist. Minimalism and its definition varies from person to person, and each person practices it differently. Minimalism has been traditionally thought of living as sparsely as possible. I personally have adopted a more modern take on minimalism, which is owning things and spending your money deliberately and intentionally, and purchasing and keeping items that are useful, provide some type of value, and bring joy. And through that mentality, I own less, but it definitely does not detract from my overall happiness. Prior to adopting minimalism, I was a shopaholic. I did not realize it at the time, but looking back to where I was from where I am now, I did have the shopaholic tendencies. I would always spend well within my means, but I shopped frequently. I would probably shop or purchase something that was beauty or fashion related. Every 1 to 2 weeks, I would buy like a top or a pair of bottoms, always on clearance. Sometimes I would buy makeup instead, and I would feel a rush every time I purchased one of those items. And if I didn't buy something like that in like 2-3 weeks, I would feel like down and off, and I felt like that there was something wrong, and that feeling was not alleviated until I purchased something beauty or fashion related. I perceived, and I still in some ways perceive, shopping to be somewhat therapeutic, hence the term retail therapy. And I do think that it is an addiction that does afflict some people. And I think even though I spent well within my means, I think that I had a shopping addiction. So I wanted to produce an annual haul, which will basically go over all my beauty and fashion purchases over the entire year. My intention is for this video to kind of go against the consumerism that I feel is propagated throughout the media, social media being one of the most influential avenues influencing people's purchase decisions. And I wanted to show people, particularly my prior self, that you don't need to make so many purchases. You don't have to have so many things to feel happy. You don't need that makeup palette. You don't need that outfit. And I hope that this video does that. So without further ado, I'm going to go into the annual haul. Again, I'm going to be going over all of the beauty and fashion items that I purchased over the entire year. Starting with January, I did not purchase anything during that month. In the month of February, I did purchase a bunch of drugstore skincare products. I have been buying this brand for years. You probably have already heard about it. It's CeraVe. They are dermatologist formulated, dermatologist recommended, and I, as a family medicine physician, recommend them to my patients as well. I purchased the hydrating facial cleanser, which is in my bathroom currently for $10.99. I got a couple of these moisturizing creams for $13.59 each. And I got 2 of the facial moisturizing AM lotions for $13.40 each, totaling $64.98 spent in the month of February. In the month of March, I also purchased some skincare along with a little bit of makeup. The first thing I got was the Perricone MD No Makeup Instant Blur Primer. It was $58.44. I know that's a pretty hefty price tag. I do use it. I haven't been buying as much makeup this year because of the pandemic, which has really cut my cost for makeup. It would just get all over my mask, and then I was masking anyway, so there was really no point in wearing any of it aside from maybe doing my brows and my lashes. The second purchase in the month of March was the La Roche-Posay Redermic C Vitamin C Eye Cream. As you can see, it's basically all used up. Just so you know, I'm not faithful to one eye cream in particular. I just purchase a new one, use it until the bottle is finished, and then purchase a new one after that. So I really liked this one. And the last thing I purchased that month was the La Roche-Posay Micellar Water. This is the largest size available on their website. It works great. Just so you know, I do not use this alone. This is part of a multi-step skincare routine, but just so you know, if you get this in your mouth, it tastes pretty bad. Like if you're wiping away your lipstick or something, you do get a taste of this, and it's not pleasant. But that's the only downside. I did not purchase anything during the month of April. During the month of May, I purchased a wetsuit from Amazon, which ended up not fitting me. I gained quite a bit of weight this year, so that was $59.90. Also that month I went to Sally Mae and I purchased just some like odds and ends in terms of like beauty and self-care. I purchased like a wax kit, for instance, some sponges and some like personal razors and some cotton wipes. I did not purchase anything during the month of June. In the month of July, I purchased just like a small stash of makeup to keep at my mom's place, since I would always forget makeup when I visited her. The first thing I bought was the Anastasia Beverly Hills dual-sided brow and eyeliner brush, and this was $18. Then I got the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade for $21. Then I got a BB cream by Trish McEvoy for $87. And yes, I know that is a lot of money, but that's what I got. And I don't know if you notice a trend, but while I don't buy a lot of things anymore, I try and keep purchases restricted to things that are of high quality. Sometimes they are a bit pricey, at least in my opinion, but I'd rather have something that is quality and some of the nicest things that I can afford. Although some of my purchases, especially in the beauty category, were pretty simple, and you don't have to have a complex routine for it to be great. August 2020, I purchased some gym shoes from Nordstrom Rack for $96.72. I don't really recommend them. They are a bit narrow and dig into my feet, so I'm going to be getting some new ones. In the month of October, I purchased a brand new pantsuit. The reason being is because I needed them for interviews, and I could not fit into any of my clothing because I gained a ton of weight, and also even with this top, like, I'm busting out of it. So I hope I don't have to buy a new wardrobe because of the situation that I'm in. Anyway, I purchased the pantsuit from Express for $168.78. I personally typically put a lot more thought into an outfit that I'm purchasing. This pantsuit was not an ideal choice. The material was somewhat lacking. I usually opt for either more luxurious or sturdier fabrics, pants that are double lined, to hide some of the flaws, and the Express outfit did not have the features that I typically look for, but it worked for the time being. Also in October, I went on a trip to Colorado, did a lot of outdoor hiking, and for that I purchased some hiking boots with a bunch of hiking socks. If you don't know, when you wear hiking boots, you have to wear a thick hiking socks, otherwise you're gonna have blisters on your feet from the boots rubbing against your skin. And those were purchased at a price of $256.72 from REI. In November of 2020, I purchased 2 cloth masks from Equinox for $20. Prior to that, I was just using disposable surgical masks, which I use on occasion. But the reason I purchased the cloth masks was because I was working at a gym, which required constant mask wearing, and with somewhat intense workouts, my surgical mask would be completely soaked and I just couldn't breathe in it. So I switched to cloth masks. Finally, in December, I purchased some Sam Edelman flats. They're available in wide widths. I got them in the dark brown and I got them for $46.73. They're on sale from over $100. So if you're interested in that, check that out. So the total that I spent on beauty and fashion for the entire year was $996.70. And that sounds like a lot to me. I do watch, or I used to watch, a lot of luxury hauls, so relative to those, and they were pretty frequent. They're like every couple weeks to every month or so, thousands and thousands of dollars spent on luxury. So relative to the hauls that I watch, even like hauls from like TJ Maxx or Zara or whatever, because of the frequency of those hauls, relative to my annual haul, I did not spend that much in my opinion. Anyway, I hope you liked this minimalist annual haul. I hope that it provided a different perspective on spending while still enjoying beauty and fashion and luxury, and hopefully provides a perspective that is different from the consumerism that I feel is promoted through many different social media platforms and mainstream advertising. Like I said before, minimalism has really changed my life for the better. I feel like adopting minimalism has changed my relationship with money and has given me more money to distribute amongst things that matter more to me within my life. For instance, while I do still spend some money, my spending is much more deliberate and intentional, and I'll spend on things that truly bring joy to me, such as experiences and personal development, rather than a brief high from spending a certain amount of money on a material good, which I realize doesn't add to my overall happiness. So hopefully this gives insight to some people watching this, and maybe will bring awareness to those people in regards to their spending habits and whether or not they would want to alter them in any way. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Also, if you're interested in goal setting, I do have another channel, my main channel called Living Listed, which follows me as I accomplish various things on my bucket list. So if that sounds like something you would want to check out, please do. I'll link the channel below. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.